What up YouTube, it's your boy ProfessorStix and I'm back again with another Call of Duty Warzone video to help you rise above the average. Now today we're going to be comparing the MAC-10 and the MP5. Why am I comparing it to the MP5? Because the MP5 is the old meta and here comes the new meta, the MAC-10. So today we're going to talk about the stats. We're going to compare them. We're going to talk about the best attachments to put on the MAC-10 and we're going to look at the recoil pattern to let you know, is this even a gun that you can control? Listen, it absolutely is. If you learned something new, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and consider turning on notifications so you don't miss another Call of Duty Warzone video to help you get better right now. All right, so let's talk about the stats for the MAC-10. The ADS speed is 167 milliseconds compared to the MP5 that comes in at 200 milliseconds. The movement speed is pretty much exactly the same, with the MAC-10 coming at 5.08 meters per second and the movement speed for the MP5 is 4.98 meters per second. The reload time is 2 seconds compared to the MP5 that comes in at 2.79 seconds, which means the MAC-10 is going to get you into the fight a lot faster. Now here's where things get crazy. The rate of fire for the MAC-10 is 1,108 rounds per minute. Moment of silence for the death of the old meta, the MP5. The rate of fire for the MP5 is 798. So let's talk about the damage profile and compare the stats. Now, the MAC-10 does 40 damage to the head, which means it's going to take 7 shots to kill a fully armored opponent. It does 25 damage to the chest, which means it's going to take 10 shots to kill a fully armored opponent. Now, when you compare that with the MP5, you might be saying, well, ProfessorStix, the MP5 does 49 damage to the head and 34 damage to the chest, which means it's going to take less bullets. Yeah, of course, I know that. I can do math too. But when you compare the MAC-10 at its damage fall off to the MP5 at 15 meters, it now becomes the same shots to kill. But here is the biggest difference. The TTK gets absolutely shredded by the MAC-10 because the MAC-10's time to kill when you're aiming for the head, a fully armored opponent, is 322 milliseconds compared to the MP5 at the same distance of 15 meters, it is 451 milliseconds. What does that let you know? It tells you that the MAC-10 is going to shred and outperform the MP5 at all distances. This is the new meta. If you are not using the MAC-10, you are putting yourself at a disadvantage. So let me tell you now, you know it took forever for them to nerf the R9. The R9 is nerfed, nobody's using it now. This is the new meta. If you are not using the MAC-10, you are going to be upset when you have your MP5, your MP7, whatever it is that you're using out and somebody beams you and they beam you from an even farther range than you can use your MP5. So guys, use the MAC-10 right now. All right guys, let's jump into the attachment. Here are the attachments for the MAC-10. Now of course you can use whatever makes you most comfortable, but these are the best attachments that I've found for the MAC-10 that make it an absolute beast. First, you're gonna wanna go with the agency suppressor. This is pretty much like the monolithic suppressor. Sound suppression, damage range, you're not gonna appear on the enemy map. Next, you're going to want to go with that 5.9-inch task force. This is going to give you damage, effective damage range, and bullet velocity. We all know that bullet velocity for the Cold War weapons is the issue, but this attachment is going to allow you to get that bullet velocity back. Next, you're going to want to go with the best grip in the game for Cold War weapons. It's the field agent grip. It's going to give you vertical recoil control and horizontal recoil control. Who wouldn't want an easier recoil pattern to control? Come on, that's a no-brainer. Next, you're gonna wanna go with the Salvo 53 round fast mag. This is pretty much has sleight of hand built into it. It's gonna really help you get back into the fight. So this one, again, is also a no-brainer. Now keep in mind, it's gonna hurt your ADS time, but you put on this airborne elastic wrap and you're gonna get your ADS right back and it's gonna give you flinch resistance. Now, it's up to you if you wanna put on the laser, which is the GRU 5 milliwatt laser sight. Listen, that's how I build my MP5. I put on the 5 milliwatt razor. It's going to give you that hip fire accuracy. It's up to you if you want to use that. But the way this gun is, honestly, the ADS is so fast that if you like literally start shooting it and then you ADS and fine tune your aim, like you don't need the laser sight on it. So it's up to you if that's what you want to put on. As for me, this is how I build out the MAC-10. All right, let's jump into the recoil pattern. All right, so I'm standing 15 meters away from the wall and I'm showing you the 30 round mag, no attachments, bare bones MAC-10 variant. And now I'm showing you the fully kitted MAC-10 variant that I created. And as you can see, the recoil pattern is pretty much straight up for the MAC-10. It does veer off a little bit to the left, but it goes pretty much straight up. And so that's going to be pretty easy to control because you're just going to have to hold down on your joystick. And what you're going to see if you're aiming for chest shots, you're going to hit the head because the vertical recoil is naturally going to bring you up to the head. So as long as you're holding down your joystick, maybe throwing a little jump shot and counteract for that vertical recoil, you're definitely going to be hitting those headshots and you're definitely going to melt your opponent. So there you guys have it. My thoughts on the MAC-10, I think it's the new meta. It's definitely gonna get nerfed eventually. So you definitely wanna go ahead and unlock that, get all the attachments and start fragging out in Verdansk and having fun. Guys, I appreciate you so much for all the love and support. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. Also consider subscribing if you're new to the channel and turning on those notifications so you can make your way back for more Call of Duty Warzone videos. Now head over to Verdansk and frag out. Peace.